Hello Gemini, these are your cards for the month of May, and I'm going to pull these already. Okay, and then I will pull some more from these, but we'll start with these cards first. So these are the basic cards. These are really the most important 3 cards of your reading. These are extra explanations, but I've pulled them already. I'm going to start with, I've also put a little bit of a different way of showing the cards, and that is going to be a little bit strange for me as well in the beginning, because I have to see whether I centralize the card really well in the camera so that you can see it. So we start with the moon reversed. Again, usually I don't use reversals a lot. I don't really like them. I usually look at the card in function of other cards, whether to see whether it's more of a negative meaning or more of a protective or obstacle meaning. But now I put in some reversals. So we start here with the moon reversed. So Gemini, I feel that if you were confused, if you were overwhelmed, if you didn't have clarity before, there's a breakthrough now. All is becoming clear. So the moon is going away. That clouded, dark light of the moon is going away. And this is being done by you having immersed yourself into your gut knowing, into your intuition. And that alone already has helped you bring that clarity in your life again. And for you, that is really good. And I think you really love that clarity. And this card here, the 6 of Wands, tells me that you really love that clarity. It's like you're celebrating yourself. It's usually the card of a victory or of success. And yes, in this reading, I feel it's success, but it's more an inner celebration that you're doing. It's more success because you have seen what you needed to see. You know what you need to do. You know where your path is going to be next, or the next step of your path is going to be. You have this clarity, and this clarity brings you also this feeling of, yes, I can do it. I can take on whatever is now on my way. And that in itself feels like success, feels like a victory. This card, in my opinion here, feels like you having a victory over yourself, over any doubts that you may have had, over any problems or unclarity or uncertainties that you may have had. And now all of a sudden the light is shining. Look at the spotlights shining on this person. So the light is shining and you know what steps you're going to take. And all that process is going to be very rewarding, very fruitful. This card is of course further out. It's the last card of the 3. So it's really further out, but it's the Empress card. So it's like you're having all these ideas, you're having all these things growing, but inside of you, outside of you. So there is growth on an external and an internal level, but in the end, everything that you're going to do, coming from the clarity, coming from the inner success, the inner victory, the winning, all your doubts, to clear those away, that is going to bring success. That is going to bring rewards, surprises. The Empress is a card of fertility, of abundance, of good stuff coming. She's really if this card is really very important because it's a major arcana card, so it's a very strong energy. So I really like that this card is at the end here, because it really shows me that you are going to be launched into the rest of the year into this energy that, you know, it will be rewarding, it will be good, but also you have the Empress energy in you, which is a good energy, because the Empress, the pregnancy, the growing, the growth is happening inside of you, outside of you, in your life. So I really love that card. Now here on top of the moon, we have the 4 of Air. The 4 of Air, this is the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid, and these cards are never put in reversals. So This card, the Four of Air, is like the Four of Swords. It's not like, it is the Four of Swords. I feel that together with this moon, the fact that you get this clarity, it tells me that this gives you a relief. It gives you, like, you can now have this sigh of relief. You can now also relax a little bit. You can now trust that the next part of the process is going to be a little bit easier, because it's going to be practical steps. It's going to be steps that you know now what to do, and that is making the whole thing a little bit easier on you, Gemini. So this is a card also of, trusting the whole process, relaxing into that process, a little bit go with the flow, even. How does that feel when I zoom in or out? Okay, so that's maybe better. So yes, this card is this angel resting on a cloud, and she is completely trusting the process. But there's also this sigh of relief. I feel because you now know for sure where you're going to go and what you need to do, it's going to be much easier, because you have also the Six of Earth here. The Six of Earth together with the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands gives you that energy again. It gives you that sensation of, yes, I can do it again. The light is shining clearly on me, and I can go forward. I can move forward now. And with the Six of Earth, which is the Six of Pentacles, which is resources, it means that, you have also what it takes to make the next action steps. Now, this can be talents, this can be skills, this can be even financial resources, this can be also help from somebody else. But the thing is that you can now also bring this energy of relief, of success into the real world. With the Empress here, of course, that is also known there, but here it tells me that the resources are available to you. Whether it's your strengths, your talents, your skills, you have it, you've got this. So you can do this next step. And this Five of Water, which is the Five of Cups, it feels like you're now letting go of all that tension that was building up before this moon came in. So I'm guessing that I don't remember, April's reading or the business reading. I don't remember them all. I'm doing so many readings, so I can't remember them all. But maybe there was some stuckness there, and there was this uncertainty and this not feeling sure of yourself, what was going to come next or what to do next. And now that this is there, now that you have that clarity, you can sort of release that tension, release that doubt, release that overwhelm, release also the negative emotions, because Gemini, you are somebody who likes to have ideas and who likes to take action on their ideas. And when you were stuck, it was probably not possible. So now you can let go of that inner tension. So let's see what these cards are going to say. I'm going to pull two more on each card. Okay. Usually I shuffle them, but I feel I need, Six of Wands reverts. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, Six of Wands reverts. I'm going to first, Knight of Swords, like that one. Oh, beautiful card, Ten of Cups. And the Four of Pentacles. Usually I shuffle them, but somehow I didn't do that now. Anyway, so have a look here first. So on the clarity, I feel this Nine of Pentacles, it's telling you that this Empress will come about when you now focus. So now you have this clarity, you have this insight, you know perfectly well what your next step is going to be. So this is the focus. Focus on those steps. Focus also on, the resources, the skills, and use them at your best advantage, because that's how your garden grows. That's how that Empress here comes into being, by tending to whatever it is that you need to do, and whatever skills you need to use them. But use them and really tend to your garden. Focus. I feel one word for this card, focus. And here I feel this Knight of Wands tells me as well that things are going to start moving faster and faster and faster, because now you have cut through this indecision. You have cut through the things that kept you stuck, the obstacles, and that gives you room to move faster. Room also to bring those ideas, because it's a sword, so it's about thoughts, about ideas as well, to bring those into the world. And this is going to move rather quickly, so you gain momentum as you go through this process of the moon and getting the clarity and really also having the relief that you get the clarity and starting to really focus. This brings you more speed, more momentum. So things are going to start moving again for you, and moving at quite a high speed. Now here, when on this Six of Wands and Six of Earth, where you have, that feeling of, yes, I can do it, and yes, I have the talents and the skills, and you have to use those, that means you're in charge. The Emperor tells me that you're now in charge, and you have that feeling of being in charge. It's not only that you are in the real world in charge, it's also your emotions behind it, the thoughts behind it, your whole being is now feeling, okay, yes, I can do that. So these cards all together with this one, the Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, which uses the skills and the talents and the resources, and the Emperor is just for me a confirmation, telling me that yes, you've got this, you can do this. And it's really good to see that card, because it gives you a lot of confidence, a lot of power, a lot of authority, but I'm not saying power over other people, power over yourself, power over your next actions, power of what you can do and manifest. So this is a great card. And then that is followed by the Ten of Cups, which is, you can see it already. This is a happy card. Happy people, a family card, things coming together, the rainbow is there. This is the card that tells me that there is success on the way. So together with this Empress card, I'm not saying that this is going to be an immediate feeling of those rewards and that success. But it is there, it's out there. And this is another card that shows me that you're really on the right track. So that is good. Now this is a bit of a strange card, but because it's the Six of Wands reversed. So this is the same card as this one, but it's reversed. Now I feel, because here I told you that this feels like letting go of the negative emotions that were connected to the whole process of being stuck. This is the card that tells me that you are letting go of those negative emotions where in that place where you felt stuck. And I think this is also this card that really shows me which emotions you have to let go. The emotions of, feeling that your world was upside down, that nothing was happening, that there was no movement. Those are the emotions. I feel that this card is explaining really this card. It's telling me that, yes, let go of that feeling, because at a certain point you were feeling upside down. You were feeling like nothing was moving and you were just hanging there in midair. Nothing moving, nothing working, not even knowing where you were going. But now you know, and that is what you have to let go. Now you know. And I feel that this card has nothing to do with money, this Four of Pentacles, but this has to do with holding on to the clarity, holding on to the insights, the certainty you have now that you are doing the right steps. And then taking the next steps, the 4 next steps, like symbolically speaking because of the 4, but really also connected to this card, to this 9 of Pentacles, where you have a big focus. I feel here this is like another focus card. Focus on what your next step is and hold on to that good energy of clarity, of insight, of this one, of this 6 of Wands, and let go of all the negative things. So this is good, Gemini, if I see it. I'm just going to put cards right before I'm going to pull the message cards. And I'm going to pull a message card from the Druid Animal Oracle, for which I need the booklet. So I'm going to draw it randomly here. And I'm going to also draw a card from the Soul Coaching Oracle cards, and also randomly. Here, this one. But I'm going to first start with this card here. It's the cow. So as I said, I need a little book. So let's see what it says. So the cow card, according to the book, I'm sorry, my throat is really weird today. It's about nourishment. It's about motherhood, the goddess. So when I read that, my first intention is, of course, to pull out this card. Motherhood, the goddess, nourishment. This is the card that all represents all that. So really it is a little bit the repetition of that Empress card. It's about the generosity, healing and nourishing power that is present around you, in your friends, your children, in your food, your drink, and your dreams, and particularly in the natural world that you are blessed to live in. And by attuning to her presence, you can gain the benefit of deep and peaceful sleep. By opening yourself to the cow and to her sacred quality as a manifestation of the goddess on earth, you will be connecting to the perpetual stream of nourishing energy that flows from the goddess to each one of us. To experience this, there's nothing you need to do. So this card is for me really that Empress that is being, again here, supporting you. It's supporting you also in the waking up, in the starting to move, in the clarity that you gain, and in your focus. And then it comes back at the end of the reading, here, at the end of the basic cards, but here as well in the advice. So the other one is compassion. So it says, the vibration of compassion shines through my every cell. I feel that this has to do with kindness to yourself, and I feel it's related to this card. Don't beat yourself up for having had this feeling that nothing was moving, for being stuck, and for not seeing things clearly. Because that's the way it works. Sometimes we need to be in darkness for a while before we see a light shining again. And therefore we need to be very kind to ourselves and not beat ourselves up. Because that happens. And it is nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing that does not happen to anyone. So be kind to yourself and speak to yourself with kind words, not with harsh words, not with rough words. Be kind to yourself. And I'm going to draw another card of a new deck that I just got in, and I just started with it. So I'm going to draw one randomly because I haven't really, I'm just doing this, I shouldn't be doing this really, but I just can't wait to use that. And it is also by Colette Baron-Reid. And it's called Serendipity. Now these cards are the wisdom of the oracle, and the spirit of the cards is always somewhere hidden in these cards, and I don't know if I'll pull it in really close and look into the leaf. You see a face there. There's a face, and in every card that face of spirit, of the spirit that is connected to these cards and that gives you the wisdom of these cards, is there somewhere in the card to be found, and that's really beautiful. They're really beautiful. So this card is Serendipity. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to pull the booklet as well because, of course, I am just new to these ones. Opportunity allied with readiness. The awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols. A magical alignment of events. So I feel that here by gaining clarity Things are going to start working in your favor. Things are coming together as you want them to come together because you now have the full focus. Because you're also letting go of the negative emotions and you are now focused on this and on taking that next step. You're also embracing that Emperor. I'm going to put them back. I really don't like my cards when they're not really in order. So this card is really telling me that now that you gained the clarity, things will start to work in your favor. Things happening, small things, small synchronicities, coincidences. The spirit is there at your side to help you on your way. That is what this card means. And I'm really glad I pulled it at the end here. I'm going to put it in the middle and leave it there for you like this, Gemini. So Gemini, this was your reading for May. If you like my readings and if you haven't done so by now, please subscribe to my channel so that you are alerted of new videos and new readings, new guidance coming out. I hope you have a beautiful way forward from May onwards into the rest of the year. I really love that you're in my world. I thank you for your support. I thank you for being here. And coming up next, I will be doing a relationship, a love reading. Well, try my hand at that because I don't really like to do relationship readings because they are a little bit difficult to do and also a little bit unstable. But I know that some of you really want one and some of you have been asking for one, so I'm going to do that. So look out for that one. And thank you for being here. Bye, Gemini.